Hello and welcome everybody to day one of the Arena Open. That's right, it's been a minute since we've actually gotten the opportunity to play for $2,000. That's right, if I do well over the course of this weekend, I can win $2,000, $1,000, $500, hopefully one of those three results. But of course, that all starts with day number one, where we do have to do some Edge of Eternity Seal deck, pick up 7 wins before we pick up our third loss to make it into day 2, where we will be doing some best of 3 drafts. So let's start things off here with some Seal deck. Now, given the fact that we did have the Arena Direct event, I do have some experience in Seal deck, so pretty experienced so far. Hopefully we can use that experience to do well in this event. Now, before we head into the Seal deck, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Edge of Eternities, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, check them out. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, Seal deck time. We gotta make it into day 2. Now remember, the Arena Direct, you could only pick up 1 loss. Here, you can pick up to 2 losses. We opened 9 rares, but of course 3 of them were lands. We do have a sweeper, which can be interesting. We have Adagia, which can be good if you have some good spacecrafts. And we have Exalted Sunborn, which is a really, really nice rare. 5 mana for a 4/5 life leaker. So there's a really good shot we're going to be white in this seal deck, which I typically don't do. But with these rares, hopefully the rest of the white cards are deep enough. So Adagia can be good. Focus Fire is fine. Radiant Strike and Sealed is fine. Auxiliary Boosters can be an okay late game card. Beyond the Quiet, we'll see. A Sweeper. Rescue Skiff, certainly good with... Oh, this is Exile, though. This would be better if it was Destroy. And Starfield Shepherd. Okay, we got some stuff here. For blue, we have Cryogen Relic, which is quite nice. Desculpting Blast is good. Codecracker Hound is good. Selfcraft Mechan can be strong. I already have a Cryogen Relic. If I have enough fodder for this, it can be good. So blue already has several ways to draw cards. Tractor Beam, which can be nice. And a Starbreach Whale. For black, black doesn't look that strong. We do have a Grav Kill, Double Embrace Oblivion. Assuming we have enough things to sacrifice, that can be good. And we have a Void Forge Titan. But black looks overall fairly weak. Going into our red, though, let's see. Double Invasive Maneuvers, Bombard. So red, Quad Orbital Plunge. Okay, well, that's a lot of removal and a lot of mana fixing. I mean, look at our 4-drops. Double Kov Landseeker and Quad Orbital Plunge. And we have a Territorial Bruntar and a Nebula Dragon. So if we feel like we need removal, we can certainly play red. All right, what do we have for green? Ooh, green's got some good cards, but it doesn't look very deep. We have double Gene Pollinator, Edge Rover, some 2-drops, Larval Scoutlander, which can be quite nice if you can find other ways to make landers. Obviously, with red, there's a lot of landers. And then we have Sedge-class Seed Ship, which I've actually been reasonably surprised with. Germinating Worm's okay, and of course, Glacier Godmaw is incredible. All right, what about our Signpost cards? We have a Station Monitor, Alpha Rail, Seed Ship Root Tender, a Sacred Foundry, Ragost, and Sammy. Nutrient Block, which I think I will be interested in playing if I play blue with the Selfcraft Mechans, and then the rest of this looks fairly weak. But, I mean, we certainly have something to work with here. A lot of interesting directions we can go. Let's clean this up and see where we're at. Okay, man, this is an interesting pool because I feel like there's a lot of different ways we can go with this collection of cards. Now, as far as the red is concerned, I do like the red, but it is a little bit slow, okay? Because we have 6 4-drops, a 6-drop, and a 7-drop. But I will note that, I mean, we have double Invasive Maneuvers, a Bombard, and Quad Orbital Plunge. Invasive Maneuvers is good. Now, if we have enough spacecrafts, we can also have that be quite strong. But if I want to pair the red, if I wanted to play the red and pair it with something, I think it's very important that the other color basically covers for all the cheap things that the red deck is incapable of doing. Because, like I said, the curve is so high. So, you know, one of the things that I'm looking at here is potentially red-white A lot of the white cards tend to be a little bit cheaper here. We do have a Ragost, Deft Gastronaut, turns my artifacts into food. But if you look at my red-white deck, that's my only 2-mana play. Right? So just by looking at it, I feel like my curve is just not going to quite get there. So that is my concern. Now, you know, red, I think a good color pair with the red would possibly be green here. I do have 3 1-drops in green, along with a couple of Tenderfoots and a Frenzied Baloth with a Larval Scoutlander, maybe a Sedge Class Seed Ship, and then, of course, in the late game, I mean, granted, I don't need another late game card. I do have something like a Glacier Godmaw. So I think red-green is something that we could entertain, but I don't think red-white is going to work just from a sheer mana curve perspective. Again, I think black is fairly weak, so I just don't even think I want to play the black unless I go blue-black, or if I go blue with something like blue-green, I can certainly play that with the Watery Grave, and maybe I can get some enough mana fixing if I need removal. But if I do want to pair green with red, I certainly don't need to splash the black just because I feel like red just gives me all the removal that I need. So, you know, those are the colors that I'm looking at. Going into blue, I have the Tractor Beam, the Cryogen Relic, and Codecracker Hound. Those are the cards that really stand out to me. But, for example, the Selfcraft Mechan doesn't seem super duper strong, right? Like, no, sometimes this can be a really good common, but I just don't know that blue gives me enough here. It does give me the Cryogen Relic and the Codecracker Hound, but it just doesn't feel deep enough to me. Like, these are all cards that are kind of mediocre. So I think I'm going to cut out the blue here. And then I think we're kind of looking in the Naya colors here for the most part. All right, let's take a look at the green-white deck because it's got the rares. But I feel like there's a good shot we're going to go red-green. So this is what a green-white deck looks like. Man, the curve is quite high. I can consider the Starfield Shepherd a 2-drop, and then that helps. But I have 5 5s, a 6, and a 7. But like Lux Knight Breacher certainly doesn't seem super strong here. Don't think I want that. I got to play a bunch of filler level 3 drops, which is not ideal. Just to be able to try to play some of these white cards. Now, if I did this, I'd probably look to try to splash just because I don't think there's enough power here. This just looks quite weak overall. So yeah, overall, this just looks a little bit underwhelming. And do I have enough mana fixing, right? I have a Larval Scoutlander and double Gene Pollinator. So that's 3 sources. And then if I play 1 land of another color, that's 4 sources. I have no ways to make landers. So that's only 4 sources. And then I have potentially Sacred Foundry as well. So that gives me up to 5 sources. So, I mean, there is a world where I can play like green-white and then I splash red for like some red cards, even some Orbital Plunges if I needed, for a bunch of removal. So, I mean, this is certainly something that I could do. I don't know why, just the white doesn't just seem all that good to me. Like, the boosters in this deck isn't even that good. I don't really want to play those. I don't want to play those. Like, there's like 3 or 4 good white cards. Now noting that the Adagia is very strong. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or like, I think this is a strong land, but I don't know if it's good enough. All right, you know what? I'm going to take a look at the red-green deck. All right, so this is the red-green deck. The one thing I'll note is just like, this deck looks totally fine. I mean, certainly not super impressive. Like, I don't think I have a rare in this deck. Oh, I do have the Sedge Class Seed Ship, but, you know, it's the Gene Pollinator is simply just okay here. I do have lots of landers. So it feels like when I am playing this many landers, I should probably look to try and splash, right? I mean, I do have some solid top-end stuff already here, but with double Gene Pollinator and the Scoutlander and Orbital Plunge, the 4 plunges and the Landseeker, I should try and splash for something powerful. The big issue here is just I don't have enough good things to splash for, right? Like for black, I don't care. With 4 Orbital Plunges, it's not like I care too much about Graph Kill. Like, I want a good win condition. I'd even splash for a Biomech Engineer if I had that as an option, but I don't. I have a Codecracker Hound that I can play. I'm not sure how much I like that on the splash. Same thing with the Cryogen Relic. I do have a Sacred Foundry, which gives me a white source, which then lets me splash for like a Sammy, but how much do I even want Sammy as a splash card? I mean, it certainly works reasonably well with the Gene Pollinator. I mean, I can just go full Naya if I feel like that gives me enough power. The issue is all my good white cards are double white. So just the mana is going to be super difficult. And if I want to go that deep, I think it might just be better to go green-white, splashing red for some removal. All right. After lots of going back and forth, I think this is the build that I'm landing on here. And I just need to cut one more card. This is 17 lands. We have 3 red sources, double Pollinator, and the Larval Scoutlander. 6 white sources. We don't have a million white cards, but our white cards are pretty powerful. Think I want to play both of the auxiliary boosters here. It works nicely with both the Adagia and also the Exalted Sunborn. So I like that, you know, we at least have some minor combinations there. Playing these 3-drops just because I don't have much of an option. Playing a Focus Fire as well, just for some early interaction. And then as far as interaction goes, we're looking pretty good here. We have a Focus Fire, Radiant Strike, Beyond the Quiet, and Quad Orbital Plunge. Now, again, I'm not entirely sure how good this Beyond the Quiet is going to be, but feel like in Sealed Deck you can find scenarios where this can be good, but I don't know. I mean, like, is this the type of card that I want to play in a Gene Pollinator Glacier Godma deck? I'm not sure. But I'm going to play it here, and I think if I want to cut something, I want my creature count to be pretty high. It's basically between just one of these 4-mana removal spells. You know, we have a bunch of them already. Probably the splash card. So like maybe like I do like Nebula Dragon as another good top end card to ramp into. So why don't we cut it down to 3 orbital plunges? This gives us like a little bit of a mix, and having an instant in the Radiant Strike can be nice, and it's also easier to cast. Now the question is, given that I cut that, am I still happy with 2 mountains here? 6 white sources right now, 4, 5, 6 white sources. Plus this is 8 white sources, plus this is 9 white sources, which I do think is fine. So yeah, this seems like a pretty reasonable mana base here. You know, this is not anything special by any means, but I feel like, you know, we're playing all of our good cards. We have some combos, and we have just enough interaction where I think I can get it done. But the issue is I don't really have that many ways to get ahead on cards. But we'll see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. All right, gonna keep this here. Adagia, 3 Forest, Gene Pollinator, Focus Fire, and Nebula Dragon. I mean, yeah, just a weak pool overall. It's like my white had all my rares and my uncommons, and I have some removal that is in a different color. Like, just trying to make the best of what we have here. Let's start things out with the tap land here in Adagia. They have Forest. Okay, we'll go Gene Pollinator. And we'll station. This needs a station cost of 12. That's a lot. Alright, blue-green is what our opponent has. Starbreach Whale, sure. Another land here. We'll go Sky Stinger. Station here. And yeah, I'm just going to keep stationing away. We have access to a good amount of mana now. It's a Galactic Wayfarer, sure. And we naturally drew our mountain, so we have access to 5 mana. Okay. Let's keep going. That's a Galactic Wayfarer. I have a Focus Fire here for 4. Next turn, I can actually copy... Oh, wow, the combo. Galactic Wayfarer into Larval Scoutlander is amazing. So next turn, I'll actually have this on 12, and I can actually make a copy of Gene Pollinator. I mean, it's something, right? It's not nothing. And this is a 3/3 flyer. And I kind of want to just fire off this Focus Fire, I think. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, I mean, we've drawn all lands here. Like, just no other permanents. 16 lands is crazy in my deck, right? I think it is. But I do have double Gene Pollinator and the Angel that gets me a land. But my curve is also incredibly high, so... And one of my lands, like, is a good mana sink too. But man, that Plasma Bolt was so brutal on the Sky Stinger. Just because, like, I can't turn this up. And I lose out on the ramp ability to play Nebula Dragon next turn. Alright, so that's a Frenzied Baloth. Okay. Station... Wait, does this work the way that I want it to? I don't think so. Yeah, sadly it does not. Because if I turn this into a thing, I tap this, and then I don't have 4 mana to copy the Gene Pollinator. Do I want to get in for 3 damage? Seems pretty good. I guess we'll just split the difference here. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. It doesn't give it haste, fortunately. But yeah, that's very good. This is one of the best rares in the set. I do have a Nebula Dragon, so my stuff can't get countered, which is nice. Seed Ship Agrarian. Oh my gosh. They have a nice pool, I'm gonna say. Alright, what do I kill? I think it's... Ooh, I can kill multiple things. Well, I guess not now. I think I want to get the dragon in play. God, this is just so many... They have access to so many good things, but I think the important thing right now is to kill the Imago, or whatever you want to call that. And then let's station this. And let's attack for 3 on the ground. And then we have an Orbital Plunge to try and kill this Agrarian. I'm going to be taking damage from this Agrarian. If they kill my 4/4, we're, like, basically dead. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if this pool has what it takes, folks. Oh, I do have a sweeper in my deck, so maybe we can draw that. We are at 2 life. And we drew a Plains. So we kill the flyer, and yeah, that's not enough. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I mean... Our opponent played a whole bunch of good cards in blue-green, and we just didn't have enough there, unfortunately. You know, I actually think I'm going to try and splash the Sammy as well. With double Gene Pollinator, 2 Spacecrafts, and also an Adagia, I think I'm going to do a pretty good... Although, getting 2 other creatures in play isn't always the easiest thing, just because I don't have a lot of cheap creatures, but... why don't we cut an Orbital Plunge, another one, just because I'm adding a red card here, and... try for something like this. Alright, on the play here, we have all 3 of our colors, which is nice. We got turn 1 Gene Pollinator into turn 2 Frenzied Baloth with the Pollinator, which is nice. Boom, beat down. I think Radiant Strike is the type of card that's a little bit better in sealed. I just feel like there's, on average, more people are going to have just random artifacts in their deck. So I think this performs a little bit better in sealed than it would in draft. Also, it's a non-splash card. Like, I know the Orbital Plunge is a better card, but... Oh, wow. Are we just immediately getting paid off here? We sure are. Alright. Alright. Halia, okay. definitely interested in killing that if I can. Ooh, Larval Scoutlander. I'm going to plunge first, and then I can play the Scoutlander to sack the Lander token. So let's kill the Halia. Get a Lander. Attack for 5. Get another 2/2. Okay. Alright, so my opponent's on 5 cards. There's a Radiant Strike, so Sammy is down, but I feel like the damage has been done. Like, Sammy already just got me 4 2/2s, which is incredible. And now, what is this one? Oh, I thought this was the get a 1-drop card. So let's go Larval Scoutlander. Crack this. So let's get a forest and... Do I want a mountain here? I already have the Sacred Foundry. Let's get a forest and a plains. I could have gone 2 forests too. And... let's beat down. I want to get in for maximum damage on the ground while I can. There's a good chance they play something big and I can't hit them next turn. And then in that case, I can just cast this, station up the Scoutlander and attack in the skies. It's a Night Luminary, which does a pretty good job of blocking everything. I was going to say I am not able to cast Nebula Dragon, but now I am. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Alright. There you go. Very, very good Naya draw. Very, very good. You know what? The more I think about it, actually, you know, I talked it up. You know what? Getting a little greedy here. I think I like the plunge overall better. It's just like, if I'm aggressive, like, plunge is such a better proactive removal spell. So I'm going to go with that over the Radiant Strike. But I think it's somewhat close, but this is just such a better card. I mean, it's possible that I should be playing all 4, but we'll go with the... Like, I'm playing the Focus Fire. Like, I know this is also a worse card, but I'm lacking enough things to do early where I'm just playing this as another basically cheap card to play. Keep this. Have all 3 of our colors again. And Focus Fire being very important here, allowing us to not totally get run over. Opponent on the mulligan. Leading with Mountain into Slag Drill Scrapper. Okay. Memorial Team Leader on the Warp. Well, let's get this out of here. Alright. Okay, that's a Sammy. Let's go... Let's warp in a Germinating Worm here, just to gain some life. There's definitely some value in not warping it in until you have a spacecraft in play. Alright, really would like to draw land number 4 here, I think. Okay, that's good. It's a tap land, so we'll play it now. That's a good time to draw the tap land. So here, if they play a threat, I can just plunge it. Yep, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Boom, pay 2 life, plunge. Now, I messed this up before, but even when the land is tapped, I can station this, which is just not the most intuitive thing for me naturally. 3 cards left in hand for the opponent, and we got some goodies. We got some goodies. Nothing for the opponent. I will play the worm. If they have the counter, well, the way that I look at this is if they have the counter for the worm, then the Glacier Godmaw resolves. But instead, they played one of the better card draw spells. Consult the Star Charts is fantastic and even better in sealed deck. Let's station. So, I mean, look, the thing is, it's just a land. And in sealed deck, like, it being a tap land and being kind of slow is okay, because even just, like, randomly copying landers can be okay. Like, it's not insane, but obviously copying spacecrafts and stuff is kind of where you want to be. I certainly wish I had a card like Banishing Light in my deck, but I don't. All right, that is a Cryo Shatter on the Germinating Worm. I think I want to sacrifice this lander here. So why don't we go Tenderfoot. Let's station it. I mean, I could have pumped it too, but like I said, I want to sack the lander, just get more mana in play. I'm probably just going to get Mountain here, just to have, like... I have a lot of red cards in my hand. Oh my gosh, a second... Look, when they play the second copy of the same rare, you got to hit them up with a nice... I felt like I was in an okay shape. Now I think I'm behind. Like, casting 2 Consult the Star Charts for 5 is just, like, a lot to fight through. We'll see where this goes, but yeah. I mean, it's not like I have, like, insane threats in play right now, so we're maybe okay, but... You know, if they just keep passing, that puts us in a tough spot, definitely. Yeah, the only card I would consider playing like this 4th Orbital Plunge would be the second auxiliary boosters. I like the combo with the boosters with the Adagia, though. And I just felt like I wanted a little more like late game punch. Which is why I went with that. Wow, didn't even just play this? Like, playing this seems reasonable. I guess they have another really good play here. Sure. That's not a really good play. Okay. Look, I mean, if you're casting a bunch of Consult the Star Charts, it's not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and get Mountain here. That is another land. Well, they cast... Like, I want to play this and have something to kill is the problem. Like, I have 2 7-drops. I just don't know which one I should play. Glacier Godmaw dies to Orbital Plunge. But Nebula Dragon, I, like, just feel like I should wait till I can kill something with that card. And just playing a Sammy here seems extremely weak. So I think I just play the Godmaw. I wish I had a land, obviously. I mean, they can have Cryo Shatter number 17. But Cryo Shatter on the Godmaw is not even that strong. I mean, it's good, but like, I still get the passive, which lets me kind of pump everything. Just double checking to see if this is an artifact. It is not. It is not an artifact. I mean, it's no question. If they have a removal spell for the Glacier Godmaw, they should obviously cast it. So, given that they're slightly delayed here, makes me think they don't actually have a way to kill it. Wow, that's a good chunk of damage. It certainly is. I'll take the 6 for now. I mean, I feel like these tokens could come in handy at some point. Wow, I can copy Larval Scoutlander. That's really cool. I can't do it this turn, though. But being able to go, like, Orbital Plunge and Scoutlander does seem quite nice. And then being able to copy the Scoutlander, too. Did they give it Vigilance? That's pretty cool. So I can attack with this. Nice. I don't want to pump this though. I don't want to lose my Germinating Worm. I'd rather have it as a blocker if necessary. Wow, copying Scoutlander and like having a bunch of landfall triggers seems amazing. So that's a Vault Guard Trooper, sure. Wow, another Orbital Plunge? Okay, hold on. Let's think about this. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. 4, 5, 6, 7, but I can't give it haste. I can play Sammy's Engineer and also copy the Scoutlander. And give several things. That doesn't seem bad, right? I don't think I need to kill the Trooper right now. Okay. Let's see. get 2 more lands. Plains and mountain, I guess. Okay. So that had haste. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this can't even attack, honestly. I just forgot they had the 5/5. I guess I just attack for 8. And then we'll station this, and now we have... That was a good turn. Okay. That's a good turn. That's a good turn, I'm going to say. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have access to 11 mana. Okay. That's good. I can go Orbital Plunge plus copy something. I mean, even copying Larval Scoutlander to get 2 lands to, like, just pump everything seems really strong. So, I think this is going to be a very, very tough game for my opponent. Sure. So let me look at this. Oh, so they just want to draw some cards. Guess I'll block here. I think they're just dead. I actually think they're just dead. Yeah. Wow. We actually got to, like, somewhat combo off there with the Glacier Godmaw. Really happy about that. And just happy, you know, I mean, we lost very quickly. And now we're 2-1. Now we're 2-1. Good. I feel like we have a nice mix of things here. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have all 3 colors. Our hand is okay. We have a Tenderfoot that we can play on too. Ooh, Germinating Worm plus Sledge Class Seed Ship is exciting. They're on the play though, and they went Eumidian Terrabotanist. Ooh, we drew a green source though, so now we can go Frenzied Baloth. Do I want to attack is the question. Sure. So there's just so many reasons to attack there. Like, they might not block. I know I have the Seed Ship, but, like, I just don't want them to kill this and then me get 0 value out of my haste creature, which is why this is what I did. Also, I can play this on turn 3. Turn 4, I can play the Tenderfoot and warp this in and attack, which is quite nice. Now, I need another creature, though, is the problem. Otherwise, this isn't particularly strong. Look, I mean, it's still a 4/5 flyer, so I can't really complain. But obviously, if I hit a big creature, like if I hit an angel or something, it's going to be insane. All right. Okay. I did not have an angel, so it was not, in fact, insane. But I will still do the play that I outlined. Alright. The thing is, this is just always a big threat, so it's fine. Like, they're still gonna need to find a way to just kill this. It's just a 4/5 flyer, which is why this card has just performed better than I would have expected, just because it's just a 3-mana 4/5 flyer. Like, it takes some work, but they have to kill it. And my opponent did, but it's just like, it wasn't a huge cost to play this card. Ooh, we drew a Wrath. I think look, Germinating Worm on this board is just so good. Like, I'm gonna just play the Worm for now. Anything beyond that, I might kind of slow things down. Like, it just kind of depends on what this game is going to look like. If they have, for example, nothing, then I'm okay. And if they go Diplomatic Relations, well, maybe we want to play for a longer game. We'll see. So that had its vigilance. Okay. They have a lander too. Yeah, I'm still going to play Flight Deck Coordinator here. Gain some life and station up my Adagia. And look, right now, they're using the removal spells on all the creatures that I play, right? So, it's not too bad. They got a swamp. Territorial Bruntar, okay. Let's kill that. Not getting a lander, you know, it is what it is, but... Let's attack. Gain some life. So we are winning the race here. For now. Pretty aggressive attack with the Thawbringer there. Okay, Ice Cave Crasher. Sammy's Curiosity. Alright. This time they did not attack. Ooh! Sammy, what a good draw. God, this Weeper is just so awkward. But I feel like I gotta play the Sammy, right? So let me think here. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Alright. I can even copy this robot token. And if they try to race me, like I'm still gaining a bunch of life, they have 2 cards, we'll see what happens. Like if they get a little bit too aggressive, they're going to be in trouble. Because I can get them kind of low and then finish them off with potentially a Nebula Dragon. Alright, that's a Fell Grab Ship. They have a Bruntar they can get back, which I imagine is what they're going to do. Okay. Could potentially turn into a Beyond the Quiet game, we'll see. Alright. Maybe not. If I draw a Glacier Godma. Well, I don't really have like a really strong play here. Like I have a couple of options. Like I can make this into a 4/4 in attack. Is that better than making another 2/2? I think so. I mean, they can trade with the Coordinator, which I'm okay with. Like, yeah, I don't gain life, but it's fine. Then we still get a 2/2 here. I mean, just getting their big lifelinker off the battlefield is also pretty good. They're sacking a lander here instead of sacking the Moxite. It's like, you kind of want to save the lander for the Bruntar. Alright, but we are at 17 life. I guess if they go Godmaw land, I'm in trouble. Okay. And Germinating Worm. Okay. Yep, they're playing defense, which is good for us. And we did find a land here. What do I want to do? I certainly don't need to play anything else. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can choose to just, like, double pump Tenderfoot and see what they do. I kind of like that. I mean, alternatively, I can just play Glacier Godmaw. But that leaves me a little bit vulnerable to, like, removal. I kind of like the idea of just, like, forcing the block here. Like, even if they double block with the 2 creatures on the left, I'm okay. Wow, they went down to 2 life? Okay. I mean, I'm at 17. It's going to be very hard to just straight up lose. Okay, Requiem Monolith. Not very good when they're at 2 life. I mean, it might be desperation time and they might have to do it. Germinating Worm puts them to 4, sure. But they're not, again, they're not like in a position that to attack. So if I draw a land here off the top, I'm just going to win the game with this Glacier Godmaw. I also just have Nebula Dragon, so if they use the Monolith to draw a card, I can just hit them for I can just hit them for 1. All right, so Nebula Dragon should get it done here. Boom, to the face. All right. Man, this Naya deck is kind of scrappy. It's kind of scrappy. I like it. I like it. We're drawing pretty well here so far. I feel like those auxiliary boosters are pretty bad. Maybe I'm supposed to cut one, but man, I got the Adagia. Like, I want to live the dream. You know what I mean? Here it is. Here it is. All right, let's lead with Adagia here. I guess I could have led with Gene Pollinator. Do I take the 1 damage? Maybe? Like, I kind of want to kill something bigger. All right, there's Forest. Like, I can kill a 3/3. Or a 2-drop. Like, killing a 2-drop seems nice. Well, we drew the boosters. Orbital Plunge would have been very good. Oh, man. Use social engineering. Yep. Take another 1. Okay, well, at least they have... I mean, they have a start. It's not super fast, though. Oh, that is an Orbital Plunge. I kind of want to do this just for the lander, to be honest. So I'm going to do it. Like, I have a decent number of amount of removal in my deck, and I just, like I said, I think I just trying to prioritize. What does this count? This is a focus fire for 4. I'm gonna keep this up so that I can go focus fire, or I can double block and see what they do, right? And then in response, I can focus fire. And this is basically saying if they have 2 cards here, if they have like 2 removal spells or 2 tricks, yes, I'm in trouble, you know? But like, I'm kind of forcing the action here. Boom. Got it. Got it. Don't mind that. We drew a land here. We have boosters, all kinds of stuff. Orbital Plunge, nothing really worth killing. All right. Let's get this going because it's really good with the boosters. Use social engineering as the play from the opponent. There's a land. That's not too bad. All right. We have Tenderfoot and Orbital Plunge. Let's go Tenderfoot. And I want to sack the lander here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, I'm not in like a super big hurry here to do this. I guess I could have pumped this up, but like, I guess my thought process is I have the Godmaw. But you know what? The more that I think about it, I should have just stationed this up for 3. That was a mistake on my part. Just like, you know what? I'll take the 3. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Like, I think it's going to be a while before I get to do this anyways, but still. Galactic Wayfarer, sure. I mean, they're putting together a pretty nice board here, so I gotta be pretty careful. Larvos... Oh my gosh. Holy cow. They just made 3 tutus in 1 turn. Use social engineering. So well supported in this format. That was an incredible turn. Alright. props to our opponent. Let's get a forest here. Three, four, five, six. I'm at 12 life. Holy cow. So I have 3 blockers. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I block like these two, I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. If I block these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I need to do it like this. Go vigilance. And then attack. We'll see what they do. Like, I'm happy trading anything with the Scoutlander here, if that's an option. I don't have a lethal attack here, by any means. Alright, double block there. Sure, let's kill the Scoutlander. And I don't think this is a game where getting the Adagia up matters too much. So let's just pass for now. I'd rather just have more blockers. This is an attack for 12, and if I tap one of my things and they kill my other thing, then I just die. So now I can go auxiliary boosters on the god. I mean, it really just depends on what their last 2 cards are. So +1, +2. Yeah, I mean, if the Adagio was on 9, this... I mean... I don't know. We'll see. So much of what happens now is just predicated on what they have. And we got there! Woo! The Godmaw for the win! Wow. You know, honestly, like, I felt really good until they made, like, 3 2/2s with the Larval Scoutlander, and I was like, okay, well, this is a lot now. Like, if they have a removal spell for my Godmaw, then I'm in trouble. But fortunately, they didn't, and we're now 4-1. So 0-1 into 4 in a row. Let's try to rattle off 3 more with our kind of very average Naya mid-range deck. Okay. Opponent on the play is certainly going to keep this. We have Edge Rover, Gene Pollinator, Glacier Godmaw, and 4 lands. I'm on the draw. I'm just trying to figure out which 1-drop I want to play on the draw. I mean, I don't have a 3-dropper. Like, I'm just going to play the Edge Rover. Like, if they don't have a 2-drop, this is a lot more punishing. And if I trade the Edge Rover for a 2-drop, I'm also okay with that because I'm the first one to crack my lander. So let's see what they do. Yeah, Blooming Stinger, sure. So the question is, am I... Yeah, I think I'm just going to get the lander here. Like, just being able to get my red source here is nice, and I don't really care about being too aggressive here. Why are they main phasing the lander? Oh, they kept a 2-lander? Oh, big mistake, Paul. Why did you do this? Obviously, I didn't know. Alright, okay, well... I guess we'll just play Frenzied Baloth. This card always just looks so awkward, but I get it. Like, if you're super far ahead, you just don't play it. But this, like, it's weird. Like, and if you have an even board state, you can kind of sandbag your creatures and have them overextend. And if you're very behind, it's very, very good. So, and right now we're technically ahead on board, so it doesn't do much. So this is where it's bad, right? Where it's like, you would rather just this be any other creature for the most part. Ooh, that's an extremely good card. The Sariema. Oh, especially if they have something to get, but they did not. Fair enough. Ooh, Seed Class Seed Ship. That was... Or Sledge Class Seed Ship. Very good draw. I don't have a creature next turn, so I'm just going to do this now. Oh my... Wait, does it put it into play attacking? No. But can you... Like, putting a Glacier Godmaw in play with the Seed Ship is ridiculous. Sunstar Lightsmith. Do they have another play? Into Gene Pollinator. Very nice. If they pump the Sariema, they're going to take a good chunk of damage, I want to say. Do it. They're doing it. All right, just the one. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. I don't know. I mean, I pumped this, but like I could have used the mana to sack the lander if I needed to. We'll see. So if they kill the Godmaw... If they don't kill the Godmaw, it's probably over. Oh! I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I should have... Okay. I need to slow down. I should be pumping the Adagia. That is so incredibly bad. Like Adagia should be on 7 right now. That's literally like a mistake that can end up losing me the game. So, wow. Like I'm at 20 life. I put 7 into this. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, that is inexcusable. That is so incredibly bad. I just have to hope they don't have a removal spell. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad about that. Yeah. Inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. Unreal. I mean, look, I have no one to blame but myself for that. So it is what it is. So I can't use this turn because I'm a big dummy. But I can pump this a bit. They didn't think I was going to kill the Sariema before blocks because they could have tapped it with the Gene Pollinator. Alright, I mean, that was a good turn. Okay. Station there. Oh, man. Okay. We'll see what they do. They're drawing a bunch of cards off the Lightsmith. Banishing Light on the Seed Ship is not great for me. Because that was like the one good thing I could copy. Yeah, this should be flipped. This should be flipped. That's a Germinating Worm. Draw some cards. Okay. I mean, they can't attack me just yet, but... 5, 6, 7. Okay. Ooh. That is pretty good. So I don't really have a good attack here. So let's play this. Jesus Christ. Alright. Fine. I got it to 12, okay? I got it to 12. I don't have anything like great to copy, but it's still fine. Germinating Worm is huge. They need to stop double spelling though. Like they are absolutely going off with the Sunstar Lightsmith. Yeah, this is so silly. Okay. They gonna hit me? Wow. Alright, so let's get a white source here. So now we have access to the 7, 8 mana. If I draw another land, the Tenderfoot can get in for a lot. A removal spell on the worm would be really nice. Like, I didn't even consider that as a potential option. Making a 6/6 here seems quite nice against the Germinating Worm. And then I can either make a 1/2, because I think there's a world where Beyond the Quiet ends up being irrelevant here. And I'm going to hold the Pollinator. And basically the plan here is I have a big Tenderfoot, and then I can also sack the Lander here, just because I want to be able to go like Beyond the Quiet into another follow-up play. This Lightsmith has been an absolute all-star. Now, like, my Orbital Plunge doesn't even kill it. Oh, jeez. They have a land for sure. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Now, remember, the Germinating Worm doesn't trample. This... Wait, they don't have this, so I can just chump, right? So this blocks here. I guess their thought process is I either trade with the Godmaw or chump right now. Oh, they can pump everything too. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so blocking the Godmaw is quite bad. So I just need to like block everything, I guess. So I don't die, and I take 9. Alright. Glacier Godmaw is a hell of a Magic card. Alright, I am at 5 life. Okay, let's play the Pollinator and pass. Our opponent just solid deck, playing well. We need to draw some action here. Larval Scoutlander, yeah. I mean, certainly playing better than me, but like they just have like if we lose this game, it'll absolutely be because we didn't have the removal spell for the Sunstar Lightsmith. Wow. What a draw. Okay. We are back in this game, folks. Oh my gosh. That was like the best possible draw. So now I have a legendary equipment. Okay. Oh, this is insane. I mean, I am at 5 life. So, like, we certainly die to a lot of things. Maybe they have lands. Maybe they have nothing. I mean, we're double blocking. Biosynthetic Burst, I guess. Yeah. It doesn't really matter which token dies here. They should kill the one on the left, actually. Yep. Okay, okay. Do I have any other 1-drops left? I don't. I don't have any other 1-drops to get. So this will just get me a Plains. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm just gonna cast it. Let's get the Plains. Okay, and then now let's copy these boosters. Although it is legendary. Is it sorcery speed? Yeah. Yeah, there's no way around this. Doesn't really matter, huh? Whatever. Okay. The big thing here is we have 2 flyers to block the Scoutlander. Okay. Okay. Oh, another boosters? 4, 5, and then I can copy. The problem here is I can't really attack right now. Unless I move something onto the Starfield Shepherd. Which I will. And then, hold on. Can I play this and do the other thing? No. I can move and copy a token. Ah, let's just play this. We got lots of blockers. We have Adagia. They have a land. We can make another token. I have so much mana here to the point where, let's see. This is legendary, right? So let's move this here. Let's put our opponent on a 2-turn clock. And then let's copy the boosters again. Okay, they're blocking, which is fantastic for us, obviously. Let's copy... I guess it doesn't really matter. Choose a legend that you wish to keep. I wish to keep this one. Oh, shoot! Oh, that was bad. Okay. That was bad. I forgot that it took the damage. Man, this is definitely not my best played game. Just gonna say. That was really bad. Oh my gosh, Paul. My deck is saving me despite my suboptimal plays here. Because I should have an angel in play. But what am I supposed to do then? Just... yeah. Oh, never mind. I guess it didn't matter. 0-point ballad? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I guess we need to copy boosters. Sure. Alright, I got a 5/8 flyer. Adagia plus boosters, come on! Come on! Thrumming high... okay, they just top deck that. Oh my gosh! Okay, I need to take a break. I did not play this game that well. So you know what? I'm gonna take like 2 minutes off, relax, because we have a really good shot. We need to win 2 wins before 2 losses. So let's take a break here because I am not playing my best. I will be the first one to admit that. Alright, break done. Wife got me a nice ginormous coffee to focus. So I'm ready. Wow, the boosters plus the boosters was a nice combo with the land. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. Not a lot of interaction. But I have things to do early. Oh wow, I just found the Starfield Shepherd, which is incredible here. I really hope they don't kill my Gene Pollinator. If they kill my Pollinator, it's really bad. Okay. Let's see, what should I play here? So I have a couple of interesting options here. So, I can play Starfield Shepherd and get another Gene Pollinator and play it. Or I can just play Tenderfoot. Or I can just play Starfield Shepherd and just get a Plains. I think I'm just gonna get a Plains. Like, it's just so devastating if I don't. If they kill my Pollinator, it's so bad for me. So let's just get the Plains. Play it a little bit slow, make sure we hit our land drops. Well, that is most unfortunate for my opponent. Alright, so now I just need to find any land and I can play Starfield Shepherd again. But if they miss here, they're going to have to sack the Moxite. And that's going to put them so far behind here. Okay, they hit a land. They hit a forest. Into... okay, and that's why they kept. And we hit a land. So that is incredible. We have a lot of options. I kind of just want a boosters. Is that crazy? I guess they're both flyers. Maybe that's bad. I think I just want to get a plains. The reason being is like I have like these are both mana sinks as well. So I just want to just really destroy my opponent by being super ahead on mana and try to win that game. Like if they kill my shepherd, it's still fine. I'm just getting in for a ton with everything else. I mean, certainly like Gene Pollinator is like a pseudo land too. But it leaves me a little bit more vulnerable to like a Pyroclasm effect or something along those lines. Well, they missed a 1 land drop, but they really got out of it. They did a really good job of getting out of it. Exalted Sunborn. Oh, wow. I guess I just play that. Alright, they're at 12. Because now, if I play auxiliary boosters, I get 2 tokens. Just kidding, invasive maneuvers. They have 4 cards left. They still have a lot that they need to fight through. Wow, really good turn. They killed Exalted Sunborn and Starfield Shepherd. That's insane. Very, very good. Wow, that was a big, big turn. Killing 2 of my giant flyers like that is so strong. Alright, well, we're going to try to go to the skies here with the boosters. And continue attacking our opponent. Our opponent is at 7. Like, we're the ones putting the pressure, but they're the ones that are, like, close to turning it around here. Depending on what else they play. But if I can get them low enough, then the Nebula Dragon can take them out. And I have a Focus Fire here for 6. So, like, I fully expect another strong double spell turn here. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it there, friends. Ouroboros. Jeez. That is one way to do it. Golly. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm at 20. What do I do? I can go 3 in the air and play another boosters. And then I still have Focus Fire up if they choose to attack me. Now, they can station up their flyers too, so this isn't as strong. But they're going to need to station up both of them. But Ouroboros, one of the best rares in the entire set. That's a Blooming Stinger. And remember, I also have Frenzied Baloth as a haste option. And I have Nebula Dragon that can go to the face. So Siege of Agrarian, sure. Okay, so... I mean, we'll see. Like, they should wait for the Ouroboros trigger. I don't know. I mean, the nice thing is, like, it's... Given that they're at 4, it's hard for them to attack me, I think. Because no matter what, they will have 5 blockers. So if they attack with even 1 creature, I think they're going to die. Let's see. If they have 4 blockers, what happens? I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Because everything is going to be well blocked. Oh, they take 3 damage and go to 1. Unless I pump a Tenderfoot. If they have 4 blockers, they go block 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Yeah, they still don't die. Now, they can't saddle up or station up the Field Crusher unless they tap 2 things. Oh, wow. Okay. So this will give them 4 blockers, correct? Oh, Frenzied Baloth has Trample, right? So that's like almost like a guaranteed... That's almost guaranteed damage. We also drew a land, so let's think about this now. They have 4 blockers. And they have 1 flying creature. So I can just attack with both of my flyers. They block with the Field Crusher. And I finished him off with Nebula Dragon. I don't know why they didn't pump up the Scoutlander as well. I think that's a little bit weird. There were a lot of different ways I could have won this game. I could have also gone Frenzied Ballast plus Focus Fire. But this just felt like, given that they only had the one flyer, this just makes a lot of sense. Good game. I don't want to misclick. I don't want to, like, click on my head and target myself with Nebula Dragon on accident. Yeah, now we'll do good game. I don't... Can they even see that good game? Like, after lethal happens? Alright. Well, we are 6-1 here, friends. We now have we've been drawing very well, and our opponents have definitely stumbled. It takes some luck. We're playing okay. We've had some games where we don't play our best. Hopefully we can get there one more time here. Oh my gosh, this hand is pretty bad. I have a bunch of red cards, like 7-drop, Wrath. I actually thought this was the angel that gets me the land, but it's not. So I got to mulligan this. I thought this was the angel that gets me the plains. I would have kept it if it was that angel. But this hand is just a little bit too clunky. I cannot keep. I will keep this hand. Do I have to bottom the Godmaw? I think so. Unfortunate, but I think that's the play. Like, just being able to go 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop on the play is so strong. Let's see. Do they have a 2-drop? They do not. Okay. I gotta think here. 3, 4... I guess I can play Germinating Worm next turn. So for that reason, I should just attack. Sack the forest and get 2 plains, because I have double white spells in my deck. Next turn I can play Germinating Worm, beat down. I mean, you know. Oh. That's good. I think the worm is better, though. Getting a 5/5 in play this early. Alright. I think I can make use of the lander better. Also, not having a 4/2 in play for my opponent makes it a lot easier for me to attack with Germinating Worm. But I get the fact that they're feeling the pressure here to block. Probably just, like, don't even need to get a land with the Starfield Shepherd. We'll see. They didn't want the Virus Beetle, and I have a lot of pressure here. But they just played a Lash Whip Predator, which is incredible here. Man! Oh, it was looking so good. Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's just like the perfect. Like, if they had a removal spell, I would be okay. You know what I mean? Let's just get more things in play here. Can't attack. Okay. Well, we're going to be in it for a little bit of a longer game here then. Perigee Beckoner. Well, I don't think they're going to attack me, so... They're just trying to stay alive. Okay, that's good. Let's sack this. Do I want a plains or a forest? Definitely don't want a mountain. Let's take a look at our deck. I think plains. Yeah, let's just get forest. I have a double green card. I mean, I have a double white card too, but... well... Auxiliary boosters. What do you do? +1, +2? Still doesn't let me attack through the Lash Whip Predator. Here, I think I'm getting the plains. The reason being is by getting the plains, I can start pumping up the Tenderfoot. Look, we got to come up with some kind of game plan here, right? We're playing a bunch of stuff and trying to find a way to get damage through. That 5/7 is just completely hosing us. Now, they have a bunch of mana here. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Adagio here is great. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay. we have so much crap in play. All right. Oh, man. I mean, they have such big creatures, and if they're leaving a bunch of mana available, I feel like I shouldn't make a hasty attack right now. I did draw a Wrath, which is fine, I guess. I guess I could have also gotten a Larval Scoutlander, which makes it so that basically I never run out of lands. Dubious Delicacy, okay. Sure. Actually, Beyond the Quiet is pretty nice with Adagio as well. The problem here is, like, I don't have any good attacks, right? Like, this block's here, they're at 11. They have 3 blockers, they can gain some life. Like, if I attack with all my flyers, I lose 1 of them, and they take 6. So I'm gonna wait. Like I said, the combination of Beyond the Quiet with Adagio is quite nice. And I just want them to, like, try to just utilize a bunch of removal here to just, like, start, you know, eating through all of my creatures, right? And copying, I actually probably, now that I think about it, probably should have copied the Larval Scoutlander. Okay, Melt Shredder's Resolve. If they do that, I mean, they're just going to die to my flyers. Attacking with Perigee Beckoner. Okay. I mean, so I'm going to block here because, like, literally, I just want them to use whatever tricks they have. Like, I just do not care, right? Like, I want them to use more resources out of their hand. Biosynthetic Burst is fine. They just kill 1 thing. So it wasn't even that big of a deal here, right? So yeah, I got a Biosynthetic Burst out of their hand. I'm totally fine with this. Now I find myself with an Orbital Plunge. Do I use that on the Perigee Beckoner? Let's copy a Larval Scoutlander. Let's sack a forest, I guess. And let's get forest... mountain, I guess. Okay. Now, I can attack with my 3 flyers. Another Biosynthetic Burst. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're at 11. I have 4 mana available. I can move this. I take a bunch of damage. Although it's not enough damage. 2 cards in hand. I gotta think about this. I just don't have any good blocks, so let's do this. I'll keep this back to block the Chrome Companion, I guess, if they want to attack me. Oh, this doesn't work the way that I wanted it to. It exiles all spacecrafts and creatures. Huh. Well, I think I should be casting the Wrath this turn. Okay. So let's attack. Yep. All right. All right, so we have boosters plus Adagia online. We wipe the board. They have another Glacial Godmaw. Okay, we're killing that. And I'm going to hit for 3. Then make another copy. We'll keep this one. And did I use my Glacier Godmaw? I didn't, right? I don't have a Glacier Godmaw in the graveyard, so I'll keep the land in my hand. All right, I mean, this, you know, they had a second Glacier Godmaw. Let's go! First attempt. First attempt. Do you remember in Foundations where I went like 0 for 17? I literally played until the arena wouldn't let me play anymore. I played till like 3 in the morning. And we lost, by the way, our very first round. We lost our very first round in the Arena Open, and we rattled off 7 in a row. Man, sealed deck in this format, maybe it's my thing, who knows? I did not expect to get there with this. Did you expect me to get there with this? Did you? Look at this. I really didn't think this was a 7-win deck to make it into day 2 of the Arena Open. I mean, yes, we have some okay top end, but like I had to lean on boosters plus Adagia. That was like my primary win condition. And it was good. It won me 2 of my games. Right? But it's not like our curve was perfect. Our removal was solid. Sammy made a bunch of tokens for us. We had like some filler level stuff. Some of our white uncommons were good. But this is just like green-white. I'm really happy I played the white. When I looked at the red-green deck, it didn't look like it had enough cards to go over the top. And while my white wasn't very deep, it had the cards that let you go over the top, right? A nice 4/5 lifelinker. Starfield Shepherd, good value engine. The boosters plus Adagia is something that you can get to in the late game and win the game with. And then, of course, a sweeper as well as a nice emergency reset button, which ended up actually being pretty decent in this matchup because even though I kept playing a bunch of things, I made it so that I forced my opponent to cast a bunch of combat tricks and removal spells, and then it just still emptied out their hand, and then I was able to Wrath. So, wow. At the end of the day, I'm still very surprised that I got there, especially because I made several mistakes that, if there was any justice in the world, I should have been punished for, absolutely, in terms of just figuring out, like that's one of the hard things about this format, like finding the right balance of when to station and when not to, especially when you station the creature and it's not going to turn into a creature. Like, you want to keep some creatures back. So that's a tricky part, and certainly still haven't mastered that. And one time I just totally botched it. But anyways, really, really good result here. Super happy about this. First attempt, made it into day 2. Oh, this is a really good feeling. Because I had a lot to do today, by the way. I actually didn't know the Arena Open was this weekend. And so I was like, okay, well, I had all these plans. I have family in town and all that stuff. And I was like, man, you know, I hope I'm not just grinding Arena Open the entire weekend. So getting it done in the first try is a great feeling because now I can just edit this really quick, post it, and hopefully we have a wonderful day 2 where we get to do some best of 3 drafts for a shot at $2,000. Yes! Yes! How did we get there? Man. Sealed deck. We are absolutely running super hot. We drew well. Our mana was good. Yeah, and I, you know, we mulliganed that last hand too. So still also doing the good mulligans too. All right. Anyways, I'm super stoked and very, very happy, of course, about this finish. And hopefully tomorrow we get some good drafts and make some cash money. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. You guys are all wonderful. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great resource for you to up your limited game. Excellent discussions and a lot of helpful people in there to just help you if you're a newcomer or just somebody looking to get back into the game. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes or you want to buy some singles for your standard, modern, or pioneer decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, live pads, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.